All right, so let me first start off by saying a lot of the things I'm going to say in this video is for those that third eye is open. A lot of people third eye is not open. So if your third eye is not open, I understand. But I was looking at this case and many other cases, and I had just happened to stumble across a video, and they were linking all of these situations in regarding these rappers with this star ring. So I'm like, that sounds foolish. And it's probably Photoshopped, right? So I started researching the rappers that passed. And I was just looking at their pictures, and they all had this star ring. Every last one of them. So I honestly believe the powers that be put stuff out in the form of video memes to actually tell us. It's like, aha, see, it's right in front of your face. But I believe, this is my thoughts, I believe the reason why they get away with it is because we live in everybody wants proof. They want it, like, they don't want to do the work. They just want you to show them the proof. But I argue that the proof is right in front of your face. Once you present it with it, just go do your own research, and then your third eye. If your third eye is not calcified or fully, I don't think anybody is fully calcified, but I believe people third eye is dormant. If you wake it up, you'll see it. It's not, I don't think, now again, let me give you a disclaimer. The thoughts and opinions of this video is those are Max V only, right? This is not to be taken as fact. This is just to bring some clarity to this situation here. It's not an accident that all of these rappers are going like this. It's not meant for them to stay around that long. Some of them, it's not meant. They're indispensable. They're disposable, just like your drawers, man. To some of the powers that be. These are my thoughts. And hey, sexy star. So let me just show you this real quick. Let me just show you for those. All right. So Julio Foolio. You see that star ring? That's Julio Foolio. See the star ring on his left hand, left ring finger. You see Pop Smoke. You see the star on his hand. Tupac had one too. But we're going off of the current rappers. See Pop Smokes. You see Mo 3 Star. He had 2 stars. See it? You see Dolph's. You see Dolph Star. How about PNB Rock? You see it? There's certain things that is right in front of your face. You just have to like wake yourself up to it. And once I'm presented with something, I go look at it. I say, yeah, that's it. It's not meant for these rappers to be around that long. In fact, I bet you, I can almost bet 100% that somebody is happy right now that this kid is gone. You know why? Insurance policy. He didn't take his own self out of here. Because, you know, oftentimes in insurance policies, if you take yourself out, you can't collect. Your family can't collect unless they have that rider on the policy. But if it doesn't have that rider on the policy, then you can't collect if he was the reason. But he got up out of here by way of, you know, the gun. So whoever they got an insurance policy, they getting ready to cash in. He's not going to be in the ground long enough before they start cashing in. All you need is a certificate of death. That's all you need. For those that ever collected before, you just need a certificate of death. So I believe somebody's going to cash in. I don't know if you heard the story. Somebody had came out that was affiliate of the music industry and said that there's policies taken out on these guys. And I believe that to be true. It makes sense because a lot of them in this drill culture, a lot of them are leaving here. Now, this guy, there's a lot of people are not even surprised about this guy. It's just that the people finally got it right. They're not surprised about this guy. This guy, I believe, went to the cemetery and making fun of people at the cemetery in a rap. Nobody's surprised about this guy. But he has that ring on. And all of them have that ring on. Why they all have that star ring on, man? And they're all out of here. Now, some people are going to say, well, Max, that doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does, because my third eye is open. Yes, it does mean something. Yes, it does. I believe there's a lot of sacrificing going on, too. For sure, he got up out of here. He wasn't going to be last long. Somebody going to have to collect on him. This whole industry is funny, I'm going to tell you. It even, like the industry, even the vloggers or you even know some of the vloggers that have sold out. Right? This industry is really, really funny. If you don't buy into what they're doing, you think P. Diddy is the only gatekeeper? Huh? Okay, you better think again. They got plenty others. But he was like the main one that they were using. But they got other people they can use as well. Even though I think that system is kind of coming to an end with P. Diddy. It's up to him now, whether he want to leak some stuff or not. I think he's not going to leak anything because the P. Diddy will be up out of here. He'll be just like this guy right here. Gone. See, I'm giving you the morning coffee. I'm the afternoon coffee. I'm sitting here drinking coffee. I'm not drinking tea. I'm giving you the coffee. You understand me? I'm giving you the coffee right now. And even this kid right here said in the Vlad interview, he feel like he gone anyway. Everybody go to Vlad is up out of here too. Not all of them, but that seemed like that's the destination to go to. Vlad and No Jumper. They all do the same loop, every last one of them. And then it's like an assembly line. But these guys are not meant to have a lot of money and be in society. I'm just telling you that. They only meant to be here for a little bit to spread this this foul music. And then once they're done with them, then they get up out of here, man. They get up out of here. All right. They were done with this kid. They were done with them. Oh, excuse me. They were done with them. Tried to get him a couple of other times, but whoever was in charge of the caper either couldn't aim right or whatever. But they finally got him this time. I know people are saying, what's up with that star ring? Oh, there's something up with that star ring. There's something up with it. But see, they're going to look at Pop Smoke. Look at his star ring. You see it on his index finger. See, look, I point that out, but they're easily going to have someone come in my comment section now and say, oh, Max is tripping. That ain't what it is. See, that's just to throw you off. So they send bots my way. They're going to send bots my way, but there is something up with that ring, man. There is. These dudes was marked. They ain't, and here's the thing, they didn't even know they were marked. They didn't even know it. They didn't even know they were marked. Hey, what's up, Fiona? It's something with that star ring, man. Tupac had one. So people said, well, what about Tupac? He had one too. He had one. You just got to go find it. I had the picture somewhere. But just know somebody has collected some insurance money out of all these people. Millions. So somebody happy today that Foolio is finally up out of here. They finally got him. This one. They finally got him. Finally. After 3 attempts. So what they do is they prop these kids up. Hey, I need you to rap like this. As long as they're doing that for a specific period of time, they're good. Then after they're done with them, these guys is up out of here. These record execs don't care about these people. Right? Like they just throwing out the trash. That's pretty much what they did with him. He was a D man walking a long time. Even when he started, he just didn't know it. Actually, he did know it because he said in an interview that he feel like he's getting ready to get up out of here. Or here's my other theory, that these people are placed here for a specific period of time, and then they go. Let me tell you what I found out with remember the Nature Boy stuff that I was covering. You know what I feel like? I feel like they all agents, man. I feel like they are. Well, some of them are. Because now there's one person that's entering into another sector that I'm in. Now all of a sudden he's like slowly inching his way into another sector. And this other sector that I'm watching, this is overseas. A lot of the guys that put out these videos, they get all these views, they all form a military. And they know that I know. And they're trying to promote for black men to move, because they're trying to promote for them to move for some reason. Right? Hey, look at it. It's so nice over here. And yeah, I've been saying this for a long time. That's why I'm able to like, okay, this stuff is making sense. Like this other sector, right? The push is, hey, move over here. Don't stay in the United States. Move over here. Listen, these people numbers are dropping over here. They not having kids at their birth rates are down. I have to speak in code here. These folks' birth rates are down. At a certain year, they're going to become the minority in this country. They don't want that. Okay, these are my thoughts. Let me just preface this. These are my thoughts. They're trying their best to curb these numbers. They're trying their best. They putting this music out here because they want you to think a certain way. Now, I'm telling you, I don't listen to none of this rap no more. I don't listen to none of it because all it's talking about is killing. Kill, 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 and drill, and kill, and smoking on ops. And this guy went to a cemetery making fun of people that were gone. This guy here. So nobody's surprised that he got it. They just finally got it right. But he was marked already. He knew it because in the interview he said, hey, man, I feel like it's a matter of time something getting ready to happen to me. And he rapped about it. He said, there's people around me that's fake. And it's just a matter of time before something happened to me. And it did. He was right. And this guy here, believe it or not, even though his raps were crazy, he wasn't stupid. I could tell by the way he talked. He wasn't stupid. He was intelligent. But He sold out for some money. They give these people, these broke people, some money, and they'll rap about whatever. But then when they're done with them, that's it. They're done. That's it. Go send in a squad to go get them. And I guarantee you the people that did this is not going to get caught. But check this out. Like I said, I'm mixing sectors here. So I had just covered a case. And I feel like he was that was an extraction. Nature Boy, he got extracted. They had to extract him out of society because they were using him, right? He was being used, but he went off the path and he started doing some crazy stuff. And they had to extract him out. That was an extraction because the trial didn't make any sense. If he had Young Thug's attorney, he would have been home. That's how weak the case was. I know he said that, oh yeah, she said no and this and that. But you got to go back to her statements from the police. It didn't add up. Her statements didn't add up to the police. And look, they sent all these people in my chat to try to say, no, it did make sense. There's those people, y'all all working together, man. Y'all can't convince me that y'all not. Listen, I never lost my common sense. And they know I didn't. They know that's why I get attacked sometimes. I never lost my common sense. That's why I sound crazy to some people. Right? Because some people just, you know, I go back to the 5% Nations of Gods and Earth, which was founded by Clarence 13th X. And, you know, he used to be a part of the Nation of Islam, but he branched off and started teaching his own. He started teaching his own thing. And he said that their teachings were, there's 85% of the population that are dumb, deaf, and blind. And there's 10% of the population that are controlling the 85% of the population that are asleep. And there are 5% of the population that actually are awake, that are awake for some reason. See, if you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. If you are, sometimes it might be a gift that some people have. But I'm gonna tell you something. It started back when you were young. Remember when you were young, you had an imagination. You asked a lot of questions. You used to talk to yourself. Well, when you went to school, they got that out of you. Okay. Oh, you talk to yourself, you're crazy, and different things like that. But I never lost it. Well, no, yes, I did. I did lose it for a little bit, but I was struggling with it. I lost it by way of these injections they gave me. And it did something to me. And I can't explain it. From when I was close to my teenage years, I would say I was about 11 or 12. I wasn't quite a teenager yet. Something happened to me. I wasn't normal. Something happened. I just don't know. I don't know if it was that shot they gave me. I don't know what it was. My mother will tell you, like, it was something off with me. It was like I was in the world, but I wasn't in the world. I was in my own head. And it wore off when I became like 30. It wore off. It's almost like I woke up, but I was always awake the entire time. I was like, and then I started seeing the world for what it was. And I've been like that ever since. So from when I was like in my teenage years, It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I had a fog over my eyes. I had fog over my eyes. I was struggling in school. I couldn't do math to save my life. But then when it wore off, I was a straight A student when I went back to college. Straight A's. Made the dean's list every year, every semester. Graduate the top of my class. And then I started just like everything just started coming back to me. It started making sense again. Everything. So I believe whatever they gave me wore off, because it does wear off. That's why like they be like, hey, that stuff wears off after a while. But for some people it don't, I think. It's just my thoughts, right? So the rap and stuff I used to listen to, I started listening to it again. And I started hearing stuff I didn't hear before. And I'm like, how is that possible when I was listening to the rap all this time and I didn't hear it? You know what I was listening to all this time? The beats. I wasn't even listening to the lyrics. That's how I knew something was wrong with me. Did you know I cannot recite any lyrics? I still can't. I don't know any lyrics by heart. I'm talking about the old stuff I used to listen to. I don't know anything by heart, yo. But I know the music, though. So I was really listening to the music. I wasn't listening to what they were saying. Then, like I said, when I woke up, I started really listening to what they're saying. And it's like I rediscovered the music all over again. It's a weird feeling. So when I see cases like a Nature Boy and stuff like that, I can literally see it for what it is. Some people can't. And I understand. It's like you might still have that fog on your eyes. But I guarantee you, some of you listening, you don't have that fog on your eyes. It wore off on you too. And you could see it. He was sent. And he went off the beaten path. And they had to extract him. He got extracted. This man is still in intake. He's still, because they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with him. That's why. They're trying to see if they can use him again. Now, if he mysteriously get out of prison, they're going to use him for something. That means they can still use him. So check this out. So I'm not going to say who the person is, but the person that was connected with this whole Nature Boy thing, he's in another sector now. I just happened to see him in the comment section. And this X sector is like preaching that guys should leave the United States. It's better where they are. It's not better where they are. It's boring over there. It's boring as fuck. If to live over there, I couldn't live over there. I'm talking about where they're actually situated at. I can't live over there, man. It ain't nothing over there. Like it's just a lot of beautiful things to see, but that stuff wear off after a while. You know, I'm used to the stuff over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to different things. You know, I'm not trying to live over there, but they trying to say, oh, it's so good over here. But guess what? They don't plan on living over there. They're just trying to encourage people to live over there because they don't want you over here. That's why. And these guys, a lot of them are former military. A lot of them used to be in the industry. And when I research a lot of these guys that's making videos, these are the ones that's getting all the views. They are connected with the entertainment industry. And guess what? Some of the one person in this Nature Boy sect that was affiliated with him now is over there now. And they all have something in common. They former military or whatever the case is. Now all of a sudden he's over there. I said, okay, so your job is done over here, huh? So then they're using you for something else. I get it. What's up, Chantel? What's up, Fiona? Sexy star. So, like I said again, social media is not real. It's not. This thing runs so deep, man. They even messing with me. They're even messing with me, yo. They sent people my way to try to throw me off, like to try to make my mood messed up. I'm telling you, that's what I think it is. They'll send me, look, check, it's 3 people every single day. Every single day, they send me something in my inbox, like a video meme. Did you know they all do it in succession? One will send one first. 5 minutes later, another will send one, and 5 minutes later, another will send one. They do it like clockwork, and they send me all type of bullshit, all types. Now, don't get me wrong. I do share a lot of BS myself on Instagram, but I'm sharing it because it's funny, or it's funny, right? I be sharing funny memes too, but I don't be inboxing nobody that stuff. Every now and then I do inbox people. I do. But I noticed that there's a pattern with these people. And check this out. With 2 of the people, you know how on Instagram you can put your thing in sleep mode? They put their thing in sleep mode at the same time, yo. At the same fucking time, yo. I don't know. Maybe I'm like tripping, but it's just little stuff I pick up on, man. Little stuff. And I'm like, no, it's not the same person. And then I'm like, why are they tripping with me? I'm like, because I ain't nobody. I'm really not. But I'm telling you this, I'm super woke, though. I think that maybe that's what it is. Like, I give off some type of energy or something, and I'm woke, and they know I am. That's why my page is shadow banned. This page is shadow banned. I'm just letting y'all know that. But I'm super woke, and I think they know that. They don't want this getting a lot of views, and I'm like pointing this out because I'm making sense. And they sent a lot of people to attack me in that Nature Boy thing. There was people that used to be cool with me, not cool with me, but friendly in the chat and stuff. They turned on me, every last one of them. They every last one of them, because you remember what's her name had this like back chat, right? Now I'm not talking about Medea, but Medea had this back chat. Me and her still talk, so I'm not talking about her. But you remember she had this back chat for somebody, for those that know. So I just can't help myself. I can't help myself. I have to tell you what's going on. I feel like that's my damn job. I just can't shut up. Sometimes I just need to shut up. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I just need to be quiet. Like, I wish I could have just watched that trial and not said anything. But something in me said I had to say something. It didn't seem right. Yes, he said in the what do you call it? In the interrogation that she said no. He did say that. But that's not what she meant, though. Go listen to her statement with the police again. It don't make sense. Did you know I had the same situation? I'm not in jail. I had the same thing happen to me. Man, me and my ex was talking about it. She said I would never lock you up for something like that. So let me tell you what happened. The same thing happened to me. I'm talking about verbatim. The same thing. Not that I'm sitting there controlling somebody saying God is calling. I'm not talking about that. Me and my ex, we were just talking about it because I told her, listen, I think I'm going crazy. She said, no, you're not going crazy. You need to get off the internet. No, I'm about to compare myself. Wait a minute. I'm about to tell you. Just listen to me real quick. I'm not saying that I'm like him. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I told her, hey, God is calling. Can you come upstairs? No. We had a situation because I told her, can you please look at these videos because I think I'm going crazy. And people are sending me stuff and people trying to act like something wrong with me. So I told her to go look at this girl's statements, yo. And she's like, all right, I looked at it. I said, you remember me and you had an argument and we were drinking. We had an argument. It's not a bad argument. We were just arguing over something stupid. And I tried to come on to her. And she was like, no, get off me. No. Right. And then I went and hugged her again. We were just hugging. She said, I said no. I said, all right. So then I was like, well, you can sit back down. So she sat back down and we sitting up there talking. And next thing you know, I'm hugging up on her again. And she looked at it. And then we started doing what we were doing. So is that illegal? That's the same. That's what she said. Like, if she went to the cops on me, I'm going to be like, yeah, she did say no, but we still did it. And she went in. She was okay with it. So I would have been locked up just like him. I'd have been locked up, man. And then she said to me, no. She said, yeah, I said no before, but I gave in. She said this to me. I gave in because I wanted to give in. That's what she said to me. Right. And she said, if I didn't give in, if you still continue, yeah, that would have been a problem. But I gave in because I want my shit. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm 2 months older than you. I'm a grown ass woman. Yeah, I said no at first, but then, you know exactly what to do. And then, yeah, fuck it. I was down at that point, even though she said no. That is not a crime. No, that's what happened here. That's what happened. He knew exactly what to do. Even though she said no, he knew exactly what to do and got in them draws, man. That's what happened. Chantel, that's Chantel, that's understood that I'm not like him. But I'm telling you, I've already talked to somebody that's outside of this. She was like, that girl, ain't nothing happened to that girl, man. I talk to people that's not on the internet, man. She like, ain't nothing happened to that girl, man. She lying. She lying, yo. Well, I did what I did, Chantel, was coercion. I did what I did was illegal too then. Even though my ex said she's a grown ass woman and she was okay with it, even though she said no. Right? Now, let me continue to build here. That can be used against me by the wrong person. So if somebody need to extract me or whatever they need to do, they said, okay, well, you had sex in that moment, you did this in that moment, but look, we got to take this MFer down, yo. Just say he did it. And then when he went into the interrogation, he said, well, yeah, she did say no. I could have said the same thing. Yeah, she did say no, but she, we did it anyway because she agreed with it later on. But she did say no, though, at some point. I would have been in the same situation he was in. So I'm not talking about the other stuff. No, I don't do stuff like that. But I'm saying that could be used against you. And it was used against him. And I'm telling you, he got extracted. And I'm telling you guys that he was sent. That's what I'm telling you. I know for a fact, but I can't prove it. See, that's the issue here. That's why the powers that be get away with this stuff. Because you need proof, and I don't have it. I'm just woke. That's just what it is, yo. My name is Max Woke. I am awakened. And I can't prove it. I just know there, like you, I can't prove that there's a God, but obviously there's one. I can't prove it because you've never seen God either. Actually, you have. Actually, you have. God, if you go outside, you see God every day. But you still want me to prove that that's God. You still want me to prove it. There's something when you go outside on a clear day, you see God every single day. Every single day, he's right there. Or not he, but that entity is right there staring right at you. And then you know what you're going to say to me? Well, how do you know that's God? I can't prove it. I just know. I can't prove it, but I just know. There's something that you see every day that we need to that we need for life to exist on this planet. We see it every single day. That's God, man. You know how in the Bible said I'm the sun and all that stuff? What are you looking at every day, yo? That hurts your eyes. But if you go out there and look at it a certain way, it's like you get rejuvenated. It's God, man. Staring right at us. But I can't prove it. That's it. Because education told us something else, that is some mysterious white guy in the clouds. No, it ain't no white guy in the clouds. You know why? Because it's not. They made it like that so you could feel like you're lesser than. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Jesus is white. They ain't definitely ain't gonna like me. Because I said that in religion class one time. I said this. I said, well, if the angels and everybody white, they don't like us. They definitely ain't gonna like us. God don't like me. And she said, you know what the nun said to me? She said, I said, why everybody white? She said, because white means pure. That's what she told me, yo. And I was like, well, I'm not pure. She said, well, not really. But when you die, you're gonna be pure. She said this to me, yo. So as a kid, I thought she was bullshit. I'm just letting you know I had a gift. I said, you bullshit, yo. You gonna sit up here and say I'm not pure because I'm not white? I just knew she was BS at that point. And the fact that I stood up to her, meaning I had a gift, because she kicked me out and I was going to get expelled until my dad came in. See, it's a difference when my mother come in and my dad comes in. My dad's crazy, and they were scared of him. So when he came in, he was like, he not getting expelled. We don't spend too much money on this damn tuition. He said, you know damn well God ain't white. He said this to them. He said he ain't white, and he telling the truth. And he said, you need to apologize to him for kicking him out because he ain't say nothing wrong. I bet you I went back in that school, yo, and I ain't had no more problems. Jesus is not white, period. It wasn't white. The angels ain't white. Nothing. Okay. And I stopped going to church because they had that white Jesus in the church. So I stopped going, because it's BS. It's BS. In the Bible, it described him as something else, and then y'all got him looking like a member from the Bee Gees, man. What's up, J Boss? So, but I didn't succumb to the whitewashing though. I just thought they were crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went back to school, like I still kept questioning her, and she couldn't do nothing to me at that point because my crazy ass father gonna come in. So she couldn't do nothing to me because I was like, "There's no way." I said on the test, yeah, I'll say what you want me to say on the test, but I know y'all full of it. That's why these young people, they do stuff their way because they realize we were lied to. All this time, look, it's a funny meme going around about Rosa Parks. This guy made a whole video meme about it, talking about how her husband had a car. He's like, wait a minute, her husband, and he said she wasn't even the one that this happened to. But they told us all this time she was the one that happened to. It happened to somebody else, man. But we saying that, but she was the one that happened to, which it didn't. So what else did they lie to us about? You see what I'm saying? What else they lied to us about, man? King was working for them folks. Yeah, he was. He was working for them folks until he woke up. But then when he woke up, they couldn't use him no more. Then they got him up out of here. So yeah, it's just history is crazy, and these kids are starting to uncover it, and they're making funny videos about it. You said any updates on Nature Boy? No, he's still in the holding. They try to figure out what they want to do with him because he got extracted. And there's another person that's affiliated with this whole thing. Don't act like he just can't get out of jail for no reason, because it happened to another personality that y'all all know. Let me see if I could talk in code. He started a museum in Los Angeles. That's not really a museum. Okay. And him and Umar had words before. Well, he killed somebody. Y'all know that? He sure did. Murder. First degree. In Detroit, Michigan. He sure did. And he got out of jail with no problem. He just mysteriously got out. So he worked for them folks, man. Come on, man. Don't act like this don't happen. But I'm not going to say his name or nothing like that. Yes, he murked somebody. I have to speak in code. He pushed somebody's wig back. It was over drugs. He sure did. This is when he was about 19, 20. He was in his early 20s, I believe, when this happened. And if you look up his real name and you dig far enough, or you know what to do on Google, you'll find it. And there's no rhyme or reason why he's out of prison. There's no rhyme or reason. We don't know. We just know that he's out. But they made it so that he can get out. Like, you listen, if they can use you, they can use you. So the same thing happened with Nature Boy. He was used by the same entities, man. He was sent. And you were like, well, why are these people being sent? I can't see. Look, when I say they're sent, right? I can't prove it to you. I just know. Something, it's a voice in me that's telling me that they were sent. And I cultivated that voice over the years. Like, I know that voice is coming from another dimension. And it's still a part of me. We all share the same energy source. We all do. But we're just like housed in our bodies. But that voice, sometime, like when they tell you to cross the street at night when you see something, that voice you gotta listen to. That's like the voice of God trying to protect you. When you like dealing with somebody, when you know that man ain't quite right or that woman ain't quite right, your voice is telling you to leave that person alone. That's God. That is God. God is no mystery. You just think that God is not y'all, but I'm just saying in general. You think that God is some mythical white person sitting up in the clouds on a gold throne looking like a member from the Bee Gees. See, that's how they mess your mind up. No, God is talking to you all along. In fact, you can actually see God when you go outside. It's the sun. That's God. You can see it. You need the sun to live, right? If the sun disappears, we're all dead. If the sun disappears, we're all gone. That is a form of God right there. It's just that education told us that it's the sun. But what was it before we called it the sun? What was it? If you start questioning stuff, like, what was it before we called it dogs? What was their name? Before we named it, before education, we all agreed on from education that it's called a dog. It might be something else. But that's how I know this stuff. Like, okay, so that person that murked somebody, He was affiliated with Sinetta. Nature Boy was affiliated with Sinetta. Young Pharaoh was affiliated with Sinetta. Brother Polite was affiliated with Sinetta. Umar Johnson was affiliated with Sinetta. Now, when I say they sent, I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, they all know each other, man. All of them. And you know the crazy thing is, they know that I know, right? They listen to me, but they know that I can't prove it. That's why they're able to get away with what they're doing. And they laugh about it because they know that nobody believes me because I can't prove it. And look, all of them were sent with an audience already. That audience, just to let you know, when you see those views on their page, a lot of it is artificial. I'm about to prove it to you. A lot of it is artificial. So just like the other dude, I'm not gonna say his name. I am not gonna. He scares me. I'm not gonna say his name. It's another dude. He came with an audience so strong, I knew he was sent. No, I don't even need a whistleblower because I already know it's true. But the problem is I can't prove it. You see what I'm saying? I just can't prove it, and I'm okay with that. But all of them came with an audience. All right, so Young Pharaoh, let me show you how he had an artificial audience. You remember before Young Pharaoh spoke out and went off the beaten path at the DNC? He was invited to the DNC, the RNC, excuse me. Remember that? Remember when Trump was speaking? He was supposed to be there to speak. They were using that kid. He was doing well. They even gave him his talking points. Like the way he used to talk on video, it was a different presentation than it is now. The person that you see now, that's really him. But remember when he started talking about the small hats? Remember that? They found out about it because when they announced that he was supposed to be a speaker at the RNC event, right? The Republican National Convention, if anybody know what I'm talking about. He was supposed to speak at the Republican National Convention. I'm like, damn, he wasn't supposed to speak on the main day. He was given a time slot during that whole weekend. Okay. But what happened was when his name was put out there, people started researching his videos and said, hey man, he talking about the small hats and this and that. And so and they was like, damn, we can't use him. And they let him go. And when they let him go, remember they canceled a lot of his pages? Now, if they canceled all his pages, right? Common sense will tell you if he create another page, he gonna get a lot of those fans back because he already built it. He in his live chat, he was getting like one time he was getting like 20,000 people in there. Logic will tell you that if he create another page and go live, those people are gonna find him eventually. No, they never did. That's because some of those 20,000 people that used to be in his live chat, those were bots. If you notice, everybody don't type in the room. Everybody don't type. So you don't know who's watching. A lot of them are bots to make it look like, because see, on social media, it appeals to you if somebody is live and they got 20,000 people in there or 10,000 people in there. You're like, damn, you're going to want to stick around. Like, you feel like you're a part of something big, even though you don't think it, but subconsciously, that's what you're thinking. Like, damn, he must really know what he's talking about. No, that was manufactured so that he can appeal to certain people to spread that message. But when they were done with him, when he go live, he barely have 30 people in there. He looking like me. You said, bro, Foolio was set up by the hotel staff. Yeah, he might have been set up by the hotel staff, but he was marked, though. That's what I'm saying. He was marked. All these guys, see, I'm telling you, all the like that ring and stuff they got on, they all got the same ring, man. That's telling you something. They marked. But I can't prove that they marked. That's my point. No, he was set up. And I guarantee you, somebody is getting ready to cash in on that insurance policy. And I had said this a long time ago. I said, I bet you these exec got insurance policies on these people. I couldn't prove that until this white guy told y'all. And this white executive came out and said, yeah, they got insurance policy on these people. I said, thank God. At least this white dude, because they believe the white dude. White people don't have to give you proof. Some people just believe it because they white. So I'm glad he said it. I'm glad he said it. He came out because he used to be a former executive and he used to work in the industry. He said that they have insurance policies on these dudes. So I'm glad he said it. So now I don't sound like I'm crazy. Yeah, somebody gonna cash in on this kid. You kidding me? This wasn't even a setup. He was supposed to die. Some people just like, damn, why did it take so long? That's all that was. Yeah, they already been gunning for him, Edward. Yeah, this is just, they finally got it right this time. That's all it was. Even Star came out and said, because you know Star knows something. Star knows something. To Star and Buck Wild guy. He said it. He said, no, this is a celebration for the powers that be. Because somebody cashing in. Them insurance policies is a lot of money. It was never meant for this guy to be around that long. He's only there to spread some music, to keep the bullshit going, and then they got him up out of here. Same thing happened with X. Same thing happened with him. It wasn't meant for him to be around. You think these rich people want these dudes living around now? No. It's not meant for these guys. All of them gonna go eventually. All of them. You think some billionaire wants some little dirt living around them? Nah, yo. They don't want these people living around them, man. And pumping that music that they pumping. Some of them survive, though. Those are the ones that they're down to work and do whatever they told to do. But this kid, he wasn't meant to be around that long. That's why nobody's sad about it. Nobody's sad about it. All he did was rap about crazy stuff, going to the cemetery and making fun of people at the cemetery. Ain't nobody sad about this dude. It's just that the person that whoever I think have an insurance policy on, they doing good right now. They just waiting for the death certificate and go ahead and make a video of the cemetery dissing the dead. Yeah, he even said he wasn't gonna last long. You notice they all go to Vlad, right? And no jumper. It's almost like that's the loop they do. They go there, tell about all the stuff they did, and they go there. And then Vlad had told him, he said, you know what's strange? Everybody I interview dies. He said that to him. He said, do I think the photo going around is him? I didn't see the photo going around. But these rappers, listen, music, the right amount of music, it makes you feel good. Different type of music. It makes you feel good and it can unite you. It can unite the people. It's a universal language. But when you put out this type of crap music, they only meant to be around for a specific period of time. These are acts. These are like coon acts, like Julio Foolio. He sounds stupid. But guess what? When you hear him talk, he's not stupid though. But he had to act that way to get money. Listen to him in his interviews, the way he talk. He's not stupid. But he was caught up. He had to continue to put out this music to get the money. He couldn't start talking about positive stuff and using his talent in a positive way. He couldn't do that. Because they didn't want him to do that. They want him to put out killing, so that it can affect the young people. They have did a thing on young people. Half these young people out here, they can't even talk, yo. They can't even talk. They cannot even talk. They can't even put words together. They can't even put together a complete sentence so you can understand what they're talking about because they listen to this music. And then they on social media all day. They can't even communicate. So this stuff is working on young people, this music. Killing and drilling, killing, and more killing. Let me go to cemetery and sing melodies at somebody's gravesite. Are you kidding me? That's satanic. So these guys, listen, you see that star ring he got? This is not by accident, folks, that they all got this star ring. It's not by accident. But I can't prove it. Look at that. See, I'm looking crazy right now. Look, he got a star ring. Look at PNB Rock. Tupac had one. I can't put it together that it's all connected, but I know it's all connected. They were marked. They didn't even realize they were marked. Now, you might say to yourself, well, they're not marked. It's just that some street stuff got them. Yeah, but they set it up so the street stuff can get them. How do you know that most of these shootings ain't done by professional marksmen? You don't know. But watch this. There was a gang member. This killing happened a long time ago. This is about 10 years old. But 10 years ago. It was a gang member. He was part of Sex Money Murder in New Jersey. I forget his name. He used to have long locks. And he went into a store one night and he got assassinated in the store. Somebody went in there and got him from behind. But if you go look at the video again, you could tell that the person that did it had training. You could tell. You could tell that person had training. It almost looked like a cop that did it. The way that the person positioned the gun and everything, it almost looked like it was a cop that did it. But guess what they chalked it up as? Gang activity. No, that wasn't gang activity. But I can't prove it. I can't prove it. Just like when I had made a video about these vloggers, these travel vloggers that's going to different countries and stuff, going to different hoods. I know that they working for them folks, but I can't prove it. They working for them folks. That's why if you notice the Chris dude, he's out. He still hadn't marked my videos or nothing. Because he laughing at. He said, your people don't believe you anyway. They don't believe you. But I know he working for them folks, man. He looked like it. He looked like one of them the D's back in the day. You remember how they used to come in the neighborhood, the D's? And they used to wear their baseball cap backwards. And you know the D's when you see him. That's what he looked like. Tupac had the star ring. All of them had the star ring. All the modern rappers that died recently, they all had the star ring. The same exact one. Now, like I said again, these rappers they die, right? So they chalk it up as gang and rap beef. But some of these we don't know. Some of these assassins could be paid assassins. You remember there was a story one time in Chicago how guns just showed up out of nowhere. They were just placed there out of nowhere in a box. How do we know most of those killings in Chicago was gang related? We don't know. Remember, my dad was approached a long time ago, man. This was back. He told me. He said, man, you know, some random dude came up to me and said that he'll pay me good money to murk people. Because my dad used to be a marksman in the military. He said some random white guy came up to him one day while he was working. It was like, you know, I'll pay you good money to do certain stuff for me. And, you know, keep it clean. Do it from a distance. Yep. I remember my brother, when he got out of jail, He was approached. He was going to buy a pack of cigarettes, and two white guys approached him. Was like, "Listen, we'll wipe your slate clean," because he had multiple DUIs. Not multiple. He had two, but that's been the last DUI he's had. He was like, "Listen, man, we'll wipe your slate clean. We know you just got out. If you work with us to take drug dealers down, all you got to do is just buy drugs from them and wear a wire." Some random white guy just approached him one day. So do not think that they don't use people like Nature Boy in them, because they all got a connection. Nature Boy was in the military too, but y'all don't believe me. He was in the military. And I the first one said it. And you know what people say? No, Max, he wasn't in the military. He got kicked out. I just said he was in the military. Did you know that they're still reporting his wrong age? That's not his age. That age that they got on it, that's not how old he is. He's older than that. He's around my age. You know how I know? One time he came on my live chat one time and he said, "You know, me and you the same age." He said that. He said that. He said, "I was born in the 70s." He said, "You got me by a year." But yeah, he said, "Yeah, man, me and you." He said, "I used to live in Jersey and all that. I grew up in and I said, "Yo," because me and him had a candid conversation. I said, "Oh, you were part of DIFUS?" Nobody know what DIFUS is unless you're from the tri-state or if you're from Jersey. Everybody else call it Child Protective Services. We call it DIFUS. I was like, and he knew what DIFUS was. I said, "Oh, you were in DIFUS?" He's like, "Yeah, I was in DIFUS, man." Because the name sound funny, right? DIFUS, but that's what we call it. I don't know nothing about Child Protective Services. We just call it DIFUS. And he said, "Yeah, I was in DIFUS, and you know what I'm saying, I was in the military and all that." He said, "These people don't know my real name. I was in the military and stuff like that. Then I got out, honorable discharge for being crazy." And then we had a very candid conversation. I still have the video too. And a lot of these people that see, there's a lot of people in this world that some people didn't grow up with parents. Some people weren't fortunate enough. Sometimes, you know, there was a lot of people that their parents succumbed to drugs and they didn't have any other uncles or anybody to take care of them. And they had to grow up in DIFUS. And my aunt used to take care of DIFUS kids. That's how I knew about DIFUS. I knew everything about DIFUS. That's why me and him was talking for so long. And I knew everything about it. And I know that there's some kids that didn't grow up with parents, or they didn't have no uncles or nothing. So they grew up through the system. And when they became a certain age, um, they couldn't go to foster homes no more. They went to they went to homes, you know, like a halfway home or something like that and they have them all throughout Jersey, like a home for girls, a home for boys, and then they try to put them in Job Corps and stuff like that. Well, at some point when they going through the system, sometimes these entities come, they age out. Sometimes these entities come and take them and use them for different things. A lot of them go in the military, or some of them just go on the street and act crazy, whatever. And some make it. You have some stories where they make it, but some of these people end up in jail and these entities come along and use them for different things. And I believe that's what happened to him. He said it without saying it, but he said he was born in the 70s, which means that he's a lot older than what they're saying he is. And I believe that's why he's still in intake, because they're trying to figure him out. They know that there's something off with him, and they don't know. That's why he's still in intake. He's been in intake too long now. And I had told you guys before he got an intake, I said that he's going to be in intake a long time. I said that because they're trying to figure out who he is, who he really is, and where he come from. Now, they will not release you from intake until they know exactly what's going on with you. So they may be trying to evaluate him mentally, and he's telling them that he's not crazy, but they have to evaluate you over a specific period of time before they diagnose you. But guess what? They can't diagnose him because he's not crazy. That's why he's still there. I can't prove it, but guess what? He's still there though. They because they thinking he's crazy. Because remember, he was saying that he's the Christ and all that. No, that was an act. That was an act. He's not crazy. So they like, damn, he got to be crazy. He's saying he this and that, he cult leader. So they're evaluating him, and he's checking off all the boxes that he's not crazy. That's why he's still there. So now they trying to figure out who he's affiliated with. That's why he's still there. Well, he said you like to know what happened to his biological parents. Well, he said his dad was really old when he had him. So his dad just passed, and his mother eventually passed. He grew up in Dyfus. And then he went to a family, stuff like that. And, they try, and in Dyfus, they try to keep the siblings together. That's why they try to keep him and his brother together. But oftentimes that don't always happen. But they try to keep siblings together. Like my aunt, bless her soul, she used to, when they used to approach her, at one point, my aunt had 8 kids in her house at one point because she didn't want to break up the siblings. Yeah. But then it was only for temporary because, she had 8 kids in the house. And she used to use all that money that they used to get a month on them. Every time the Jordans came out, they got them. When Jordans was that back in the day, they were dressed to impress. She spent all that money on them. That's why she was like, the kids, they used to put good reviews on her. And that's why she was in such demand, that she was a really good foster parent. Then my mother became one too for a little bit. But she couldn't because she had to work. She was in school, so. But my aunt she had so many kids because she didn't want to break up the siblings. She wanted them to be together. That's why she had so many. And so I said to him, I was like, you look familiar, yo. It's like I ran into you somewhere before. He was like, yeah, I feel the same. Me and him had a really good conversation in that moment in time. And I knew after talking to him, I knew he wasn't crazy. I knew that was an act. I knew it was. I believe this was a human experiment going wrong. Because he was taught to say what he said, because he used to regurgitate the teachings of this Bruce Lipton guy. If you go listen to Bruce Lipton now, then you can be like, damn, Nature Boy was saying the same thing. And Bruce Lipton said, if you take somebody and take them away from everything that they love, you can reprogram their mind. So this is like an experiment. You see, when these entities do stuff, they think in 20-year increments. They're trying to reshape the world so like 20 or 30 years from now to be a different way. They're doing it through the music and everything else. And he got extracted. They had to get him out. He started doing something else. I just don't know what it is. He went off the beaten path and he went amok. And they had to extract him. And he got up out of here. He did. Remember, he kept looking back. He had handlers. Remember, he kept looking back in court. Who was he looking at? Who was those mysterious women that showed up in court, yo? He had handlers, man. He did. He had handlers. Medea saw him. She saw him when she went there. She's like, I don't know who these women are. Yeah, Tina Cole, he was ready to go. He even said it. He was like, yeah, man, I'm almost out of here. I know they're gonna get me. Because they use them for a little bit. Right? They put out this crazy music. And then when they done with them, they're gonna collect on that insurance policy. That's it down. Let me just say this. These are just my thoughts now. Because I don't want them to say I'm spreading misinformation. These are just my thoughts. So, and that's what I think happened here. But all these guys got these star rings, man. All of them. Now, I didn't just get this, right? I got this from another video, just to let you know. Another video gave me this idea because I'm like, you know what? That is true. They all got these star rings. What's up with that? What's up with these star rings? Right? Look at Dolph. Look at the star ring, man. Look at PNB Rock. What is up with these star rings? Look at Pop Smoke star ring. And this guy, you know, the twins, you know, those twins out of Miami, the Island Boys. Now, you know that they were sent to push their mumbo jumbo, right? And he explained the star ring, but look, when he explained the star ring, nobody believes him because they think that he's trolling, but he's not trolling. Oh yeah, another thing, Tina Cole, is the music label. No, I researched that to see if he was on that music label Dolph was on. No, he wasn't. But whatever label he was on, they probably got an insurance policy on him. Because he wasn't meant to be around that long. You know, they all right, put the music out, and then we'll just get you up out of here. We'll extract you. You know, they either extract you, go to jail, or extract you with your life. One or the other, you getting up out of here. Because you notice either these rappers go to jail for a long period of time or they die. One or the other. One or the other, they getting up out of here, Jack. One or the other. Yeah, it's a repeated cycle. And guess what? The cycle is so repeated, we don't even mourn these guys, yo. We don't even care. You don't look, nobody lost no sleep over that because it happens so frequently. Now I remember when Tupac died, everybody was shocked. When Biggie died, everybody was shocked. When Scott LaRock died, everybody was shocked. Damn, I'm that old. I remember Scott LaRock. And you know who that bullet was meant for, right? It wasn't meant for Scott LaRock. It was meant for D Nice. Because D Nice had got into it with somebody over a woman. And they tried to get at because D Nice was there and they aimed it at him and hit Scott LaRock by mistake. So Scott was supposed to still be here. You know, Scott LaRock from Boogie Down Productions. So D Nice is lucky that he's still here. You lucky. Yeah, you can't mourn the losses. And the crazy thing is, I'm like, we don't even mourn them no more. In fact, we like, damn, they finally happened, huh? And you know the crazy thing is when natural disasters happen, we don't mourn those no more either. It don't even affect us no more. It's that happens so frequently. Now, I remember 9/11. I remember how that affected everybody. Now, when events happen, nah, not no more. Nope. Not with social media got us out of that. We don't. It's hard to even cry anymore when somebody passed. And the whole thing going on with P. Diddy, that's interesting. They haven't done anything with him yet. I believe he know a lot of stuff that's going to take a lot of people down. So they got to figure out, they got to walk a tightrope with him, because he's doing everything right now. He has a lot of security. They not just going to just gun him down without firepower coming back at him. Yes, you said it's called an adrenal burner. I never heard that. Okay. Adrenal, I got to look that up. But yeah, we are so desensitized, and it's happening to all of us. I know we share I'm guilty of it too. I share these memes that it's so and I know the meme's gonna offend somebody, but I share them anyway. And I need to stop doing that. Now, I do share memes on Instagram that's funny. But then yeah, I share some memes I shouldn't be sharing. I'm gonna stop doing that. Because if you notice now, people are having a hard time getting in relationships now. I'm studying that. And people are starting to get frustrated over it because they ain't got no relationship. Me, I'm just used to it, because I'm just like, I thought the older you get, it's supposed to get easier. Hell no. Hell no. Nope. 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 It don't get easier. It used to get easier. But see, I still got hope after what I saw with Bill Belichick. So I still got hope, yo. I still I still got hope, yo, because Bill Belichick. But I'm gonna tell you something. People are frustrated. I see women out here going live. Remember, I had shared that superhead lady, Corinne Steffens. I've been following her for a minute. That woman is frustrated that she ain't got no man. And she was dealing with, I've been watching, she's been dealing with this young man, right? She still wants to catch. She's one of the women that's still trying to catch. She liked the young men. And she would deal. I thought the dude that used to go in her pit, I thought that was her son, because she got a son with Coogee Rap. I thought that was her son. That wasn't her son. That's somebody she was dealing with. So for whatever reason, she don't share his pictures no more. So they must have had a falling out. You could tell when somebody broke up, because then they don't share nothing. They don't talk about them. That woman frustrated as fuck. She said she don't like men. She don't need men. She said she don't want no man. She don't need a man. She don't want no man. Nothing. You say you read her book as a young teen. Yeah, but now she is, I'm telling you, this woman is frustrated. She tried to get married. That didn't work because Darius, he's a queen. And she didn't know it at the time, but he's a whole queen. Yeah, she been through a lot. She done with men, yo. Now she is. She is mad as hell, but she's not the only one. There's a lot of women out here, they frustrated. I know I'm cool with some of them. They frustrated. They ain't got no man. And then the ones that do have a man, they're not even available, because they so busy on social media. You said she had a very bad childhood, but now she trying to redefine herself as somebody else. She's saying that she come from a nice family and she come from a rich family. That's what she's telling people now. See, because everybody that follow her, they don't know her as Superhead. They don't. She go by a different name now. And she frustrated that all these men follow her because they know her as Superhead, and she don't want to be known as that. She don't want to be known as Corinne Steffens. She go by another name. And I just happened to find her one day. You said, remember, she was with the white. It didn't work out with the white guy. It ain't working out with no guy. She's just frustrated. It ain't working out. See, because she do have that background that she hadn't fully cured herself from, that porn background. Yeah, they don't commit no more. See, a lot of people I'm studying this stuff because it's affecting me because I can't see. My problem is you're not going to find a relationship online. That's not happening. That is not going to happen. You got to go outside. You got to go outside. Even then, when you go outside, they on the internet. So you got to find somebody that's not on the internet, right? But these people are not emotionally available. Even the men, they rather be playing video games on Fortnite. Did you know there's a lot of grown ass men play Fortnite? I didn't know this. Okay, you say you don't, what you don't agree with, Rain. Now, I'm not, yeah, you could disagree with what I'm saying. That's fine. But let me know what you don't disagree with so we can have a dialogue because I need to know. Maybe I'm off, but because I'm trying to figure it out. But this woman is frustrated. She's not the only one. I had met somebody on Tinder recently, right? And I know you guys like, what the hell you doing on Tinder? Well, I just wanted to see. So I hooked up with this woman on Tinder. And you know what she told me? She said, listen, if you're trying to hook up, I'm not for that. And I was like, I said, well, is Tinder known as a hookup app, huh? She said, yeah, it's known as the hookup app, like, one nighter app. And she said, I'm not looking for that, but I'm willing to have something short term and maybe long term. I said, so you are willing to hook up? Me and I start laughing. I said, so you are willing to hook up then, but it could lead into something else. So she told me that she got so desperate that she started pen paling inmates. A lot of people do that too on the low. They pen pal these inmates, yo, and getting their whole relationships with the inmates because the inmates ain't got nothing else to do but craft you up a good letter. If, like I said, it's bad out here. If you're in a relationship, you're blessed. If you're in a nice relationship, you better stay in one because it's bad out here right now. People passing diseases left and right. What's up, Ryan? I saw a report out of Houston that 40,000 new cases of some STD happened last month. People passing, people getting burnt left and right. So you might as well stay in that relationship. Some guys in the closet, they don't know how to come out the closet. So you don't know if you got you a queen or a man. It's crazy, man. And I'm not knocking people that's gay. Because I got gay friends that be up in here and they out. They don't give a fuck if you know they're gay or not. See, I respect that. Because we ain't got a problem with gay people. But you got some that's on the low with it. That just trying to say they're not gay. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff going on out here, man. Yeah, but look, the spike in STDs, that's not a new thing. The reason why they came out with it in the news is because they want people to be aware because it's affecting them other folks too now. That's why they come out with it. But them STDs been spiking. Every summer they spike. Yeah, a lot of women in the dating sites put in their bio no hookups. But it's a hookup site. Tinder is a hookup site. Tinder is a hookup site. And every time I get matched, they say this, I'm not here for just hookups. I said, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. She said, but this is a hookup site. It's a hookup site. And we started talking on the phone, right? Because she only lived but less than a mile from me, right? Did you know I still didn't go meet her yet? Because I'm not interested. And I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? She want this, she want that, I don't want that. So I think I might have to get off social media, yo. Because my mind, I don't know. She was saying she want this, she want that, and and it's just, I don't know, it's just messed up. She lived less than a mile, like down the road. But yeah, it's crazy, man. And then if I meet somebody, they on pills and all, it's just crazy. I met a nurse because I had to go to ER one night because I got up in the middle of the night and twisted my damn ankle. You know how you trip over something? I tripped on and twisted my damn ankle and fell. My ankle was swollen and was hurting. I had to go to the emergency room. I had to. It was the pain was just, I thought I broke it, but I didn't know. So I met this nurse up in there. We exchanged numbers and all that. Cause she was like, you ain't how come, who drove you here? I said, I drove myself. She said, where your girlfriend at? I said, well, if I had one, she probably would have drove me. So she's like, you lying, you know, whatever. You probably did something. And I like, no. So we wound up exchanging numbers. Come to find out, she got a pill addiction, man. Damn. Crazy, man. I found that out. I'm sitting there over her house. She like tweaking. I said, let me get up out of here, man, and go home. Yeah, tweaking, man. I never heard this before. She snort the pills. You ever heard somebody snort pills? Snort it. And she kept coming back and like blowing her nose and like wiping her nose. I said, damn, you got allergies or something? She said, yeah. Nah, yo, she was tweaking. Crazy, man. You said you may have to travel and meet ladies, and I tried that already, and they tweaking too. I tried recently. She tweaking. I tried, Jazzy. And it just ain't working for her. I don't know what it is. God just got a sense of humor with my ass. I guess he just got a sense of humor. Craziness. You said they crushed the pills to sniff. Yeah, but what are they crushing or what are they exactly sniffing? What kind of pills are they sniffing? Because she was in the bathroom. She was doing that. And she came out. Then her nose started bleeding. I said, this. I'm going home. I'm just going to stay in the house. That's what I'm going to do. And then she did tell me, she said she got a problem. She fell off the wagon. And she trying to get right again. But she told me a lot of doctors doing it too. And they addicted to the perks and all that stuff. Yeah, I got out of Dodge. I just let me go home because I said to her, I'm about to go home. I'll tell you that in a second. I'm about to go home, man. I'm about to go home. That's it. Yep, tweaking. Yeah, I had to get out of Dodge, man. But yeah, it happened. So it's a lot of that going on out here. People just don't want to commit. A lot of young people are not dating. They just in the house and on the game and whatever they doing. Oh man, social media. Yeah, the safest place at home, Ryan. I'm staying at the house because this is crazy. I always got stories, man. None of them are good. I might have to just travel some more. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do in August. I'm getting up out of here. I'm gonna go somewhere and just go sit down somewhere. Go on the beach. Go sit down. That's it. See what I could come up with. But yeah, them doctors on them perks, man. Because when I had twisted my ankle, I said, dude, my ankle, they said, in a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain? I said, it's a 10. That's why I'm here. I think I broke it, but I didn't know. It was just like badly twisted. Or the ligaments or something I did. Yeah, I'm gonna have to travel some more, man. Get up out this city. But yeah, this rapper, man, this rapper that died, all of them got that star ring. All of them. That's Pop Smoke right there. But the other guy, this is the recent one. Look at his star ring. They all got it. Look at this one. It's like they come up with something. Let me find that Island Boy. What he was saying. Hold on a sec. Um, because I found this idea from this video on Instagram. I was like, you know what? That make a lot of sense here. Let me find it. Here it is. I can't really play the sound because he was playing music, but this make a lot of sense, man. They all got that star ring, man. Look, he got the star ring on in the interview. It's something with that star ring. I'm just telling you. That was him rapping about people dying. You know, watch what he say. Now, people like took it like he was trolling.
Okay, so short and simple, the star ring means that I basically sold my soul to the devil, and it is what it is. So here it is up close. I know it's beautiful.
No cap, real facts.
You see that? He was like, I basically sold my soul to the devil, and that's why I got the star ring. Now, if you listen to him, you're like, oh, he trolling. I don't think he's trolling. Yeah, he talked himself into one. He was at the, like I said, when he was at that cemetery, this man was rapping at a cemetery, making fun of the people that's gone at the cemetery. Oh my God. And that's what they put out to the masses and what these people are listening to. And you know it's crazy. Like I looked at his Instagram and started seeing the people that were following him. Shit, Shador Sanders was following him. He listened to this shit. Travis Hunter was following him. So they're listening to this stupid ass music. Ain't that crazy? I couldn't believe they were following him. Like, it's crazy. They listening to this stupid music, man. I just happened to see that they were following him. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before this, I'm not lying to you. I didn't know who this dude was. Julio Foolio. I didn't know who he was, man, until now. Some young people knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was because obviously I don't listen to the music, but shit, Shador and them was following him. You said even CU fans wanted him to perform at the spring concert. What, Julio Foolio? So he must have been a big deal then. Wait a minute, Chris. Who they wanted Julio Foolio to perform? That's what you're telling me. You said you just heard the star ring, sell your soul to the devil. Well, they all got that star ring. The B lady. Wait, Chris. They wanted Julio Foolio at that concert. That's what you're telling me. Yo, we at the point of no return, yo. They got us. They got our ass. We at the point of no return now. These kids listen to this crazy ass music. All he talked about was killing. That's all he talked about. Like, what's so great about what he was talking about? He sat up here and at a cemetery making fun of dead people. And that's what the kids listen to. They think that's cool. Yeah, we at the point of no return. That generation is lost. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of young people, yo. None. I don't want no parts of them, man. If they think that this dude was cool. See, Chris didn't back. He didn't say nothing else. So I don't know if they wanted Julio Foolio at that concert. I don't think so. You know why? Because when they did have a concert, it wasn't no big attendance. I thought it was going to be a huge attendance. It wasn't a lot of people there. I don't think them people up there listen to Julio Foolio, man. Yeah, I listen to old school stuff, Ryan. Yeah, Holiday Inn is, I don't know what he had everybody, he dropped his location and told everybody to come to the Holiday Inn. That was the perfect time to get him. He was tired. I guess he was just waiting for it. They're like, let's just get this over with. Here's my location. Come get me. Guess he was tired of looking over his back. But people actually follow this guy. Like he was cool or something. Yeah, it ain't no help for these young people, man. Yeah, I didn't even know him until into this news. I ain't gonna lie to you. Julio Foolio. You said the frat boys got Chief Keef to perform? Oh my God, I'm so damn old. You always make me feel old, Chantel. Oh, ain't that cute? You were in college when Chief Keef came out. Damn, you young. No, he dropped his location. He said, look, guys, I'm here. Come get me. That's pretty much what he was saying. We at the Holiday Inn. Come get me. Knowing he got ops out there. But I don't know. You said get out here. This was 10 years ago. You still young. Chief Keef, Chantel. Oh my God. When you were in college, they had Chief Keef come. Oh my God. I just like, damn, I'm old, man. It ain't you, Chantel. I'm just old. I'm just old, fam. That's all it is. I'm just old. That's what it is. Chief Keef. And he's considered like a pioneer of drill rap. Chief Keef is. Because he was the first. Even I know who Chief Keef is. You said not until you hit 60. Yeah. But Chief Keef is like considered one of the pioneers. Like when he came out. That Love Sosa. That song when he was like rapping, or him and all his boys in that apartment. Yeah. That's when it like it was somebody else that came out before him, but that's when he really blew up. Yeah, Chief Keef left Chicago. He saw the writing on the wall. He wasn't trying to, be on a t-shirt. You said not until you reach 160 is still young. Listen, after I saw that Bill Belichick news, I knew I had hope. After I seen what Bill Belichick is doing, you feel me? That man's 73. His girlfriend is 23. His girlfriend is 20. That's why I said, y'all leave me alone and go mess with Bill Belichick. Go mess with Bill Belichick, man. Leave me alone. So because I might have to, man. I might have to go down a notch. Because these women my age is tripping. They tripping, man. They blaming me for past relationship. They tripping, dog. They tripping. So I might have to get my Bill Belichick on. You feel me? Might have to get my Bill Belichick on, man. Bill is a sugar daddy. That's what he is. I don't want to go sugar daddy status. I don't want to do that. So I can't do that. Because that's sugar daddy. I can't do that. But I remember I met this woman up in the Nike outlet store. She working there. And she was like, "You're not old." She said, "I date men older than you." I said, "Bullshit." I said, "You're a sugar baby. That's what you are." She said, "I'm not no sugar baby. I got 3 jobs. I'm not a sugar baby." I said, "Yes, you are. You're a sugar baby, man." He pretty much did, V. Cherie, because he said, "I'm right here." He said, "I'm right here." He said he was giving people the location, like come up for my birthday party. He just wanted to be normal. He just wanted to live a normal life that day. He wanted to have a birthday party. He knew people was after him. He don't had 3 other attempts on his life, and he's dropping his location to a birthday party. Yeah, he was tired. Let me just enjoy my birthday today, and whatever happens, happens. And they went ahead and got him. Yep. He knew they coming for his soul. They got him. They got him. They got him. Look at Chantel laughing. Yeah, I told her, "You're a sugar baby. That's what you are." And she's sitting up in there laughing. She said, because that's my second time going up in there. He said, because the men nowadays are like a damn Julio Foolio. We got to get our sugar baby on. That's what it seemed like. These young guys tripping. And the young guys like older women. It's like a reverse going on. So it's just this backwards out here. You said what age is considered for me? What age is considered sugar baby? 30. Anybody in their 30s? That's a sugar baby to me. The 30s and 20s. That's sugar baby status. Yep. Except for 37 and 36 on up. That's not a sugar baby. 36 on up. Anything below that is sugar baby for me. And that's all I meet. That's all I can meet now, because the older women, they don't want me. They don't want me, dog. They don't. I tried. They don't want me. So, you got to go where you want it. That's the old game. You got to go where you want it, man. And see, I still got that young vibe to me. You know what I'm saying? I still rock my J's, and you know what I'm saying? I still, you know what I'm saying, Ryan? I still got that young bull in me. You see what I'm saying? I got, I can't. Somebody told me to dress my age. I said, bullshit. I said, we the ones started wearing these Jordans. And what are you talking about? Dress my age. You see what I'm saying? I've been wearing these Jordans before you were wearing them. We started the trend. So no, I'm not. I'm going to stay wearing my Jordans and my Air Force Ones and all that. That's right. I am not, like, what do you mean dress? Well, how am I supposed to dress? With some tight mom jeans up to my stomach? Like, what? No. You said that's crazy, man. Usually the older you get, you have to go for older people. It ain't working, man. The older people don't like me. Now, I'll tell you who like me. The grandmothers do. Oh, I could pull grandmothers all day long. I'm talking about my mother's age. Gannies. I can pull them all day long. Them old women love me, man. I'm talking about grandma, great grandma status. Yes, they do. I remember I was at a funeral, not a family reunion. Somebody had died. Because, you know, in my family, you got to die for a family reunion. You got to be damn near somebody dead to have a family reunion, right? So, you know, afterwards, we decided to have a family get together and meet up in the park. And I hadn't seen people in a long time. And this is in where my mother grew up at, North Carolina. So this was years ago. So I'm out there chilling with my aunt and them, and this lady kept looking at me. And I'm like, oh, shit. That's somebody's grandmother peeping me down. But you could tell she's still trying to catch because she wasn't bad looking. She said, what is your name, young man? And she said, you, what's her name, son? You know, I went to school with your mother. I went to high school with your mother. I grew up with your mother and your uncle. I said, oh, yeah. And my uncle sitting there laughing. And he said, that's the same thing with me, son. When I was your age, I'd pull him. So she was like, yeah, you sure is handsome. I said, Lord have mercy. Okay. I said, oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Because she like hugged me and like grabbed my hand. You sure is handsome. I said, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Don't call me ma'am. My name is such and such. She said, I might have kids your age, but you know, my kids out the house. That she told me. Her kids out the She said, ain't nobody staying in my house but me. That's what she told me. She was hitting on me. So somehow my mother got on the phone and she was talking to her. She was like, yeah, girl, your son. So then she's sitting up there talking to my cousin. She said, I'm taking him home with me tonight. And as soon as I heard that, my ass got ghost. My aunt's like, where you going, sugar? My aunt, I said, I'll come pick you up later. I'm going back to the hotel room, yo. I bet you I got my ass up out of there. I bet you I got up out of there. I'm like, but I'm telling you, it happens to me all the time. No matter I'm old women, I'm telling you, they'll give me their Social Security check in a minute. But see, I ain't like that. So I'm not after nobody's Social Security check. But I mean, shit get tough for her. I might have to go where I want it. Shit, might have to get to my grandma. Oh man, let me stop. If my mother listens, she probably dying laughing because I was talking to my mother about it. My mother said, will you please get off my phone? She said, because she said she caught a cramp laughing. She said, something wrong with you. I was like, it's true. I get people grandmothers, man. You got to go where you want it, I guess. So I got to go with the grandmothers. Because my friend mother, she was cutting her eye at me. My friend mother, yo. And my friend peeped it. I said, your mother like me, yo. She said, no, she's being friendly. I said, your mother date my ass in a second. Don't leave me alone with your mother. Yep, shit. But yeah, that's how it is, man. I got an old vibe to me too. Even though I dress young, like I still, with the job, I still got an old vibe to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. She was beside herself. She was like, not my mother. I said, your mother like me, yo. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. That's right, Fiona, her mother. That's right. I told her, you don't lose the feeling when you get that age. You still trying to catch. Yeah, gilf. Yep, I get gilfs and panthers. That's what I get. Either that or they mad young. One or the other. It's either one extreme to another. It's not in the middle. So that's the way it is, man. I just got that young aura to me, that old man vibe to me or something. I don't know what it is. Man. But yeah, I got up out of that family reunion. I sure did. You said what age I prefer? Like my age or a little younger. You know, not too young now. Because we don't listen to this. If you date somebody young, we don't listen to the same music. That ain't gonna work. Because they like that Julio Foolio nonsense. I can't listen to that. You said at least you get president parking. Shit. Them Jill Biden women, they like me, yo. Like I'm talking Jill Biden age, yo. I'm telling you, I'm dead ass serious. They do. I don't. My mother can even tell you. She said she don't know what it is. She was. I don't know. She said, "Man, listen. I went with my mother to Atlantic City a long time ago. Man, the women sitting up there cutting their eye at me. My mother sitting there shaking her head. I said, Ma, I told you that's the way it is. I don't know why. I said, they have been on, gave me all this Social Security check, Ma. Oh, man. Sit my ass in the house. That's what I'm going to do. I ain't going nowhere. You said you wish you had all the men after all the old women, midget. Oh boy. I'm home today. I'm gonna be out for the rest of the week. Work is calling. It's like my little vacay. I said, let me get on. Look at Rain said, I'm done. Telling you, Rain, that's the way it is. They go heads up with me in a second. But yeah, man, this guy, man, these rappers, man, it's kind of it's a thing to these rappers, man. Nobody mourns no more. It's just like whatever. You said old cat is better than no cat. Damn, midget Mike. Midget Mike say he'd take old woman in a second. Midget Mike, like, speak for yourself. Yeah, Midget Mike, like, speak for yourself now. Speak for yourself. I'm all good. Hey, man, at least you laughing. We need to laugh sometime in this world. Shit. You can laugh at my expense. That's all. It's all good. It's the way it is, man. It's the way it is. I got an old vibe to me. That's just what it is. You know? I've been here before. I got an old vibe. You said, what do I think the problem is women my age? They don't be wanting no men. They say I don't want no man. Now I can't do nothing for them. So if a woman tell me she don't need no man, then what I'm supposed to do? Go on about my business. Yep. You said nobody should be dropping locations in real time. That's what he did. He dropped his because everybody was getting on the girl for dropping the location. No, he told her to do it. She was just following orders. And then he dropped his location again, saying that he's having an after party. That's what happened. It happened at the after party. He was getting ready to leave, and then they ambushed him. You said after menopause, it's a toss up. Some lose a drive. Bullshit. No, they don't lose a drive. Women drive increases as they get older. Make no mistakes about it. Make no mistakes about it. Their drive increases 100%. Yes, they do. It increases. Now, the men decrease. Their sex drive decrease when they get older. But if you know what you're doing, you can keep it. You got to eat certain things and work out and walk. Do some push-ups and set-ups. Really, you know what? Push-ups and set-ups. Men have to work on it. But women, no, that drive increases, man. That's crazy how nature is, isn't it? Nah, their sex drive increased. When I told you I am attracted to people. I mean, I attract people older than me because when I was in my 20s, when I first moved to Virginia, I was dating somebody 25 years older than me. That woman's sex drive was out of this world, yo. Out of this world. She said, I know it just feel like I'm just using you, but whatever. But that sex drive was off the chain. And she was older. Yeah, you gotta stay healthy. If you healthy and you active, all you gotta do is walk, push-ups, and sit-ups. That's all you gotta do. Or hit the treadmill. You gotta do something to stay active. Whether it's hit the treadmill or something. And you'll be all right. And don't be sitting over here choking the chicken all the time. See, that's what these young people, I read an article that these young men having a problem because they sitting up there choking their chicken all day. You see what I'm saying? And they lose the sensation sitting up there choking their chicken all day. And then when they get some action, they got a problem because you don't lost the sensation. You're sitting up there doing that all day. Yeah, it was a whole article on that. And there's no reason why somebody in their 20s is having a problem. Well, the reason why is because, what they're doing and their lifestyle and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just we're in different times because everybody's online. And the crazy thing I found out? People having whole relationships online. That's a thing. You can date online and never meet them. They got whole relationship going on. Nobody going to admit it. Whole relationships going on online. Okay. They have a show out called Never Ever Met. You ever heard that? Seen that show? There's people live in the same city and never met each other, but they have a whole relationship online. And then the premise of the show, they meet each other for the first time. I went in a bar recently. It's a sports bar. I was in there to watch boxing. And people sitting up in there, nobody talking. Nobody talking. There's a lot of people in there, but it's quiet. You can hear. I mean, I've never been in a sports bar where you can actually hear the event. Never had that happen. I can hear the whole the basketball game. The boxing. People on their phones. So I'm not on my phone. I'm just sitting there looking at the fight. And I'm just looking around and people typing away, and then they take pictures of their food, stuff like that. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. They might as well stay home for this. And then everybody's sitting at the table with each other. This get me. Everybody's sitting at the table texting each other. Fuck. And I hate that too. If you out to dinner with somebody and they sitting there on their phone. I hate that. Or everybody on Instagram, I hate that, man. Like they're not even talking to you, but they're on their phone. It happened with somebody my age. She hooked on Instagram, so she's sitting every minute, she grabbing her phone. The whole car ride is silent. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna mess with her. I sat there and texted her, hey, how you doing? And she texts me back, like, why are you saying that? I said, why didn't you just say it to me just now? Like, why you had to type me back? Crazy. That's the time we in, I know. Dude, I see people driving on their phone. But they learn how to drive in tech. They learn how to do it. It's crazy, man. Like, where is technology going to go from here? I honestly think everything is going to be virtual in AI. Eventually, they'll make it so that it's virtual reality, I guess. And the crazy thing is, it's no matter where you go in the world, it's still like that. Because I be watching videos, everybody on their phone, no matter where you go in the world. You said Barry White warned us. He did say something about that. He did. Yeah, they be on the freeway and then they'll slow down on the freeway because they had to get that text off. It's crazy, man. Yo, I saw something when I was in California. We were on the road. Liz was with me. I said, yo, Liz, look. She was like, what? I said, look, yo. She said, look at what, Max? Look at what? I said, look at that Tesla right there. That lady looked like she's asleep, yo. Because the car, she had one of them Teslas that drives itself. That lady was asleep, man. She had her head back, mouth open. She was asleep. She's like, oh my God. She tried to take a photo of it. Because you're in traffic anyway, so the car will slow down and stop for you in traffic. She was getting a nap in traffic. She was getting a whole nap in traffic, and the car was driving itself. That's dangerous. What happened if the car malfunctions? That was crazy because those Teslas, man, you put it on autopilot, it'll actually drive itself to your destination, depending on which upgrade you have. If you have the autonomous upgrade, it will literally drive to your destination. And you know what else I saw out there? I saw those taxis out there that drives itself. I saw those when I was in Venice Beach. Yeah, those driverless cars run. I saw them. And I was going to get one to make a video, but it said that I had to be a member for a specific period of time and put me on a waiting list. I was kind of bummed out about that because I was going to make a video on it. Well, that happened to Kanye West, but he didn't have a driverless car. I think he fell asleep. That was way back in the day. He fell asleep, I believe. But these cars now, the Teslas, they if you get the ones that's autonomous driving, it'll drive you to your destination, literally. I think every so often you got to keep your hand on the steering wheel so it can tell that you're still awake. Because my car is like that. But my car won't drive to the destination, but it has autonomous autopilot. But it won't drive to the it'll stay, it'll stay straight and it'll stay in the lane. But I have to keep every so often I have to keep my hand on the steering wheel. If not, the car will slow down. And what'll happen is if I still continue not to keep my hand on the steering wheel, eventually the car will get over and get to the shoulder and slow down. My car, and then it'll put its hazard lights on and it'll be on the shoulder. My car will do that. But it won't turn. Like if I put my car, I don't put the destination, it won't do that. Tesla will do that. You put the destination in and it'll drive right to that destination. Mine is just stay in a straight lane. And my car will slow down without me hitting the brakes. And it'll come to a complete stop if the car in front of me came to a complete stop. And then it'll take off when the car takes off. But I still have to keep my hand every now and then on the steering wheel. Most cars are like that now. And it's not new technology. Mercedes had that technology years ago. Autonomous autopilot. It's just now that they're just getting around to put it in other cars. But a Mercedes has been like that for the past, I would say, 18 years now. They had that technology. But yeah, I would love to get one of them autonomous cars that I can just sit back, man. I'll make videos doing it. I'll be live talking to you guys. I'll be doing the most, like lean back all the way in the seat. That's how it is in California, Midget Mike. They have these cars that is no driver in it, and it just picks you up. And then it'll take you to a destination or whatever. And then that's it. Once it gets you to the destination, that's it. You get out. But I'll be afraid that the car might malfunction and drive my ass into the damn ocean. You know what I'm saying? And how are you going to get out the car? You got to break the window or something. That will be scary. Could you imagine you trying to get out because the car locks the door on you? Could you imagine it malfunction? Next thing you know is driving your ass into the damn ocean. Yeah, it has all the sensors on it. But I thought it was pretty cool though. Like the concept is pretty cool, but eventually you're not going to need any more Uber drivers. That's going to be obsolete pretty soon. Unless you prefer to have a human in your car. I still prefer to have a human. Yeah, I don't want to be driven by no robot and the robot have a bad moment. Like, Max, your ass going in the river. Yep, you're going in the river with me. I'm tired of driving. You are going in the river. Let me see something. He said people are going to be robbing and stealing again. Or they're going to have to come up with some kind of monetary fund to pay people because the robots going to take over. This restaurant, this one restaurant in California where it's fully autonomous. The robots are cooking the burgers and everything. So that's going to happen too, where you're not going to need humans in a fast food spot anymore. The robots will cook everything, and then you just order and whatnot, and they'll send you your meal. So once that happens, then everything is like I said, it's happening with the cars now. So, but they only drive a short distance. They don't have it to where the cars are driving long distance yet. But once they master that, it's over with. They have that, let me see. They have a robot bringing you the drinks. Yeah, it's crazy. They said they're going to eventually have autonomous long distance trucks driving. Now that eventually is just going to really change the game. Because right now humans can't drive. Humans can't drive but for so long. I think after a certain number of hours you got to pull that truck over because you can't drive anymore. That's why a lot of times you see at night you see trucks on the side of the road because they couldn't make it to their rest stop because their time was up. So they had to literally park on the shoulder of the highway until they get more time. Yeah. Yeah, you see them but some of the people couldn't make it to the truck stops because of traffic and stuff. So they had to be on the side of the road. You see that out here a lot. But they're supposed to they allow you to get to the nearest truck stop. And then you have to wait there for about, I think it's like 9 hours before you start again, because you got to get some type of rest. They had to start regulating in VDOT. They had to because they were having a lot of accidents. But yeah, with those computers, autonomous trucks, they don't have to stop driving. They can just get all the way there. They can cut your delivery time down, because from here to California, that takes what? How many hours is that? Nonstop. That's like 20. Hold on, let me tell you the exact amount of time. Virginia to it takes 39 hours. But it takes more than 39 hours because you're gonna stop and stuff. But those trucks will be able to go the whole 39 hours. I mean, they will have to stop for gas or not gas, electric to recharge, but they'll get there a lot quicker than a human. Because I believe that's why they're coming out with those Tesla coming out with long distance trucks eventually, and I believe they're going to use those trucks to do it. You said 43 hours from Cali to New York, yeah. So just imagine the computer driving; it'll take just about that time, as opposed to like a human that has to stop. Like Like I said, they can only drive but for so long before they have to pull over. So yeah, so that technology, man, it's coming. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have some trucks available now, but it's like for short distance. They're like testing it out and stuff. But I think within the next 5 years, they'll be here. You see how the robot gonna fill up the battery? It parks at a it's gonna have it to where they got different areas where they park at, and it'll charge itself. Yeah, a lot of people gonna be out of job. Yeah, like Elon Musk said, they're gonna have to come up with some type of monetary fund around the world for people to for people to survive. Because if not, the crime will go up. Yeah, email. The post office is still in business because you still need them sometime to mail stuff if you got customers. So you still need the post office right now. But eventually that'll become automated to where you drop your package off, a robot will sort it out. And I heard they're going to have autonomous planes. You're not even going to need a pilot. Now, that will be scary. That I don't want to do. I'm not trying to get on no plane. Ain't no pilot on there. Nope. Not at all, man. Now they're going to be like, oh, my God, we had a computer outage. Next thing you know, now, yeah, that I can't do. That's for humans that's going to be on this in this world when we're gone. That they're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, autonomous planes, man. Yep, no pilot. It'll just fly and land like that. It's really efficient. Fly and land, and it'll get you there. Now, if the computer have a malfunction, then you kiss yourself goodbye. That's it. Yeah, I know. I see. I don't know. I would try the car before I do the plane. You know, because what happens if the plane malfunctions? Like the computer go out. What happens if I can do the automated car, like the computer driven car, but I can't do a computer driven plane, flying plane. I can't do that because if something happened to that computer, you going in that ocean. That's just what it is. You're going up in that ocean. But they say that's supposed to be the safest way because the computer don't make no mistakes. Yeah, you're going into the ocean. And if you got the autonomous cars, that's my only fear in those self-driving Ubers. What happens if it malfunctions and think that the ocean is a road? You're going in the ocean and ain't nothing you can do unless you got one of those things that'll break the window. But my big ass have a hard time getting out that window. But I bet you I would, though. I'll do what I got to do, you know. That's why I said I would have to bring something to pop that window just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because them doors lock. You know what I'm saying? That car, like, you telling it to, and what if you try to tell the car stop and the computer, hell nah, your ass going into the river. That's what I had, you know, like, you know, when computers take over, to be like, what happens if China like hacked the computers or something? What if they, because I heard that could be possible, like they might hack the computers or something. Next thing you know, I'm trying to get to, you know, Sepulveda, and that's just drive me into the damn ocean. I'm like, dude, Sepulveda that way. What are you doing? Next thing you know, I'm in the river. See, that's what I'm afraid of, that they might hack it and they might do that. You know what I'm saying? But you better hope that you can break that window, though. So you got to at least bring a tool with you to break that window, right? So if you break the window, you'll be able to crawl out. But you better hope you're big enough to fit through that damn window. I'm small enough to fit through the damn window. Because I'd be damned if I'm going to the ocean. I'd be damned. I had to crack that window. You imagine that it's going through the beach and everything, going through the sand, going right in that ocean. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Hell no. Because I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, yo. China got us by the balls, yo. They do. They got us by the balls. You know those apps, you know, TikTok and all that. They watching everything. No, you got to prepare before you get in the car, Ron. You got to bring something to break the window, just in case. Keep it in your pocket. So then if you break the window, you see it's going into the beach, then you can hurry up and get up out that. When you might be cut up or whatever, but that's better than going in the ocean. You know? So you got to bring something. You know, they got this thing that you could buy that cracks windows. So you got to make sure you had that in your pocket just in case. I don't trust them things because I believe China got us by the balls, man. Because they got that TikTok, they tracking our every movement. They got us by the balls right now. And when is that debate supposed to happen? That's happening this week, right? Oh, I'm gonna have my popcorn for that one. I'm just waiting. I think this might trigger Biden. He might have a full meltdown, and I'm here for it. I want to see it. This might cause him to go into a meltdown because he already ain't right. I don't think they should let them debate. Yeah, put it on your keychain, right? Just in case. There's a documentary on that, like what happens if the computers are hacked and everybody in them self-driving cars and like Teslas that drive them all into the river, in the ocean. Like, man, you know, that'll be a disaster. No, it's like I think they said spark plugs can break windows. You got to keep something that you know that's gonna break that window. I think they said spark plugs can do it. But yeah, as far as autonomous flying planes, no, I'm good on that. That's all I need for that to get hacked. That's all I need right there. Ain't nothing you can do. You can't like jump out. Ain't nothing you can do. You say you remember Fat Joe used to be afraid to fly? Yeah, he must have got over his fear of flying. I used to be like that too, but you get used to it. But my only thing is the takeoff and the landing. The landing is okay, but the takeoff, yeah, I still can't get used to that. Because once that nose of the plane rises, there's no turning back. You're going up one way or the other. Now, I was on a plane one time where it had to keep circling the airport because I guess busy that day and whatnot. They would just kept circling until they were able to get the clearance to land. So that was something because we just kept circling. We circled, but no, it didn't happen a lot. We circled about 3 times. You said chili, beans, and rice, cuz. I heard about that because of the turbulence. I keep my seatbelt on the whole flight. That's what I do personally, just in case. Yeah, I keep my seatbelt on the whole flight because I remember the pilot, my last flight, the pilot was like, we're going to fly over the storm. If that's possible. He said, we're going to fly over it. But he said, keep your seatbelts on because we're going to get a little turbulence. It wasn't that bad, though. But yeah, planes are still cool, though, especially the landing part. The landing is always cool. Taking off for me is no. That's the only part I don't like. But anyway, guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna get out of here for a second. I gotta go make a run. Gotta go downtown. Gotta go downtown, man. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys a little later. Especially if something pop up about this case, but I doubt they catch. I was saying that they should catch whoever did it. I don't think so. They're worried about retaliation now. They're saying that whoever killed this guy, there's going to be retaliation around the city. So we'll see what kind of news come out after that. But y'all have a good one. I will catch you guys a little later. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, y'all. Thanks, Ryan. Y'all have a good one. See you around these YouTube halls, Ms. BF.